and we've got them at a better price. We started our day with 13 different colors, many of which had never been done by Beats Audio in the past. We are now down, hate to say it, but down to 6 colors, but they're great colors. So let me run through those, and I'll bring Craig out here. We've got our dark blue and the light blue. We've got the green. We've got the lemon yellow. They're calling it gold, although it's white because of the gold features on it. They're calling that gold. And then we also have the bright, bright pink. Now, the green is the most limited. The blue was the most popular. Last time I had a chance to present these. But let's talk about the story of who Beats Audio is all about. It was musicians, recording artists, their producers, their audio engineers, that they would be in a studio and they would create absolutely the perfection that they wanted. And then kids would listen to their music with earbuds or on inferior playback systems, bad speakers, and it was driving the musicians nuts because they were creating gold, but nobody was hearing what it was that they created. So they got together and went, we're going to build headphones, but we're going to build the best. According to an organization called the NPD Group, they are a retail tracking organization. The brand name of Beats has been the #1 best-selling headphones for 3 years running here in America. They become status symbols. Go to a college campus, you'll see kids walking around with their Beats headphones either around their neck or on their heads. It's all about creating the perfect environment to be able to listen to music exactly the way the artist intended. I want to introduce you to a buddy. Craig Smith is here all day. You've
Hello.
been busy. How are you?
I have been busy. Good to see you.
We've been arguing about who has the best band in the entire world.
Yeah.
And just because you're bigger than me, doesn't matter.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that argument, man. God bless you.
People listen.
We all like our own stuff, which is cool.
We love music.
Yes, we do.
Music is a part of our life. It's a soundtrack of everything we do. We listen to it now on digital devices, whether it be cell phones or iPads or tablets or, MP3 players. All of those machines are capable of taking a recording and playing it back with precision.
Sure.
But it gets lost in the translation between those tiny little earbuds that we all put in.
And it's frustrating from the musician's standpoint, and you touched on it at the beginning. You think about all the effort that's put in to just create one song.
Right.
It's typically not just, all right, let's just go cut it, it's the first track. No. It's like, let's go over again. Let's tweak that guitar. Let's add some drums. Let's put a little keyboard in here. And the musicians out there, they would put all this effort in, and then half the sounds escaping or not even getting into the audience's ears because we're using those cheap little earbuds that come with our portable electronic devices. This is the way you want to listen to your music to get all that great sound. But it's not just for audio, it's for games, it's for videos, watching movies. Everything's going to sound better with a set of Beats on your head.
Well, think about it. If you go to a movie and it's a dramatic movie, the musical sound, the score is what creates a lot of that angst and that drama and that tension. We've got 2 ears for a reason. You want to fill them with those sounds that are out there. And there is a big difference in the way these are manufactured. They did some things that are really cool. They're, first of all, very lightweight.
Yes, they are.
But they're also built like a tank. They also fold up. The fact that these ear cushions, and they're very, very soft, they're memory foam, they block out a lot of the extraneous noise that really impacts your ability to listen to music. Earbuds can't do that. And they can be worn for hours and hours and hours on end.
Again, all the stuff that a DJ goes through on a regular night basis when they're out there DJing the club, they want to be lightweight, they want to be durable, because if you think about that DJ lifestyle, all that gear is being thrown in and out of the car, in and out of bags. That's why we include the hard shell case and the ability to fold them up to make them nice and compact. These are great for business travelers. You think about when you have to hop on a plane and you're going to be stuck on the tarmac or delayed, or you have that 5-hour flight from one coast to the next. You want to be able to listen to your music and watch your movie. These are a great way to do that. And with that padded foam around the outside, that helps block out all that ambient noise, which is really just a distraction. Right. You want to listen to your music. You want to be in that world. You don't want to be in the world of, I just think the guy just got up and went to the bathroom and, the apple juice is coming. No. You want to be immersed in your movie if you have to be stuck on the plane for an extended period of time.
The cabling that'll come with your headphones will match in color. And you're going to get 2 cables, because you could actually do some pretty cool stuff with this. Let's say there's 2 people on a flight, or 2 people sitting in a living room, or the quad at the university or whatever. You could daisy chain them.
Sure.
So you're watching a movie on your iPad, The red cable will connect from Craig's to mine, and if you look closely, there's 2 inputs, and they both are stereo inputs. Left or right, it doesn't matter.
Plug that into one of yours.
Yep.
And now whatever I'm listening to, whether it's a movie or it's a video or it's my favorite music, we're both getting that full Beats sound now being connected. And this will work with any standard 3.5 millimeter cable.
Yes.
But there's a reason we include the 2 of them, the fact that you can do this with a friend and also plug in and connect to your favorite device.
Because it's about sharing the experience. Music impacts people.
It does.
It really is a superior piece of equipment. This is their Mixr line that in retail, they're over $200. $206 is the retail value on the screen. We've been getting phone calls all day long from people who said, you know, I paid a lot more for mine than that. I know our producer paid well over $200 for his pair. We've got them at $144.96. We've got easy pay for you as well. This is all about, I know it's August, it's about the holiday gift, it's about going back to school. This becomes a must-have for a younger generation.
Well, there's 3 great things you want to look for in a set of headphones, and Beats knocks it out of the park in all 3 categories. The first thing is the sound. That enhanced bass, the ability to crank it up and you're not going to lose the quality of the sound. Also great construction. We have metal housing all throughout the headband, all throughout the ear cones themselves. And the third thing, which we never thought about with audio before, and this is the brand that introduced it, there's a cool factor. There's a style factor.
They have become
They are a hit,
a status
a
symbol.
trendy, a cool thing to have around your neck, especially for that tween, teen, even up into the college years. You see people walking around. They may not even have their Beats plugged in, but it's that cool
And they
style
walk around with it around
component.
their necks, yeah.
Nobody thought headphones were cool until Beats made them cool when they came out in 2006. Now everybody wants to have a pair around their neck
What's
and enjoy
kind of
that
neat,
style.
QVC actually kind of stepped up that curve a little bit because there's a lot of colors that we were able to offer that Beats doesn't normally offer.
No.
We started at midnight with 13 different colors. There are now 6 that are left. It's a little after, what, 2 o'clock? Almost, yeah, a little after 2:30.
Well, people like their style,
in the afternoon.
right?
Yeah.
There's a reason you pick out a certain shirt or a certain color of bag or a certain color of shoes. Now you get to do it with your headphones. And these are bold, wow colors. If you want to go more subdued, I recommend the gold. This is my personal favorite.
Yeah, they're calling
of the
it
6.
gold. They're
It's
white,
predominantly
but
white.
It's the only one that has gold lettering on it and the gold accents.
But everywhere else on these headphones there, the color is drenched throughout the entire headphone. So I'm going to pick up the green ones right here. And as you can see, even inside of the ear pad there, everything is that color green. We're also going to include the cord as well, the audio cable that comes with it. That's going to be that same color green as well. So it's all throughout the entire look. So there's your green on your green. The yellow is going to have the yellow cord. The light blue is going to have that light blue cord. This just makes it cool, it makes it fun. It helps brand your headphones, makes your look unique. And that's something that Beats does an excellent job at.
These are the headphones that the club disc jockeys are using. And there's a couple little features that make them different. Again, that extremely deep bass. And that's what most of us are just not experiencing when we're listening on our MP3s and our digital pieces of equipment.
It doesn't
with
come
earbuds.
close with earbuds.
Yeah.
It doesn't even come close.
They're there. It's all part of the recording, but we're missing out on it because earbuds can't reproduce the sound.
No, they just don't have the power to do that. I love that rotating ear cup as well. We talked about that has a DJ feature, so that's they're mixing the records. They can enjoy that, but it's also great so you can be kind of aware of what's going around you and still enjoy your music. I love the daisy chain feature as well. We use this. We recently had a trip with our family. We had long drives. We went from a theme park to our nation's capital to another resort.
Right.
And the girls were in the back seat for 2-3 hours at a time. I don't want them fighting over the iPad. I want them to watch a movie together, and they can do that because of the daisy chain feature.
And these are not battery-operated headphones.
No, not at all.
You don't have to recharge anything. You don't have to replace batteries on them. It's a better way in which to go. Just even without music on them. There's no cords on this one at all. When you put them on, because they surround your ears very, very well, it gives that effect of noise cancellation.
It blocks out a lot of that background noise that you don't want to hear, especially if you're traveling or you just want to concentrate on your homework. I like them as well, too. We've talked about the different features of watching movies, watching videos, stuff like that. When you have this cable, the secondary cable that we're including, you want to plug this into your phone. These are great for conference calls because with this secondary cable, if I plug this in and connect it to my phone, it has a built-in microphone as well. So you can actually use this for making phone calls and blocking out the noise around you when you're listening to music with this cable. This is going to control your audio too, a plus and minus for volume, and the red button in the middle will play and pause your songs for you. So there's the reason we include the 2 cables in there for you.
My generation, I've got a couple years on you. We grew up with some great music. Mock disco all you want, my friend. Okay?
Hey,
but
I used to have a mullet. And the bands the bands I like used to wear mullets as well. So I'm not going to mock disco.
The band you like still has a mullet. Okay?
No, the bands I like now, they don't have hair anymore. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is true. You know what, though? I remember when I was a little kid, 50 sounded like forever, man. That was an old guy. Mick Jagger is what? 1,000?
He's in his 70s right now.
70s.
And he's still rocking out, isn't he?
Still rock and roll.
And you still want to enjoy that music,
yes.
Right? Here's what I like when you bring up all these band names, I can see the excitement in your eyes.
Well,
when you're talking about this, it becomes, music is such a part of who you are.
Every generation
it's like that
has
for everybody.
It.
Yes.
And here's what makes me crazy. Growing up like I did, and I'm 54 years of age, so I was a product of the late 70s and then into the 80s. And that was the primary time when disco was big, and it was all about feeling the music. It was the beat of the music. And yes, a lot of that music just stunk. But there was some really good stuff
There were some great musicians during that time period,
Wind and Fire.
They're phenomenal, yes.
Michael Jackson was starting his solo career, and things like Thriller came out, and Off the Wall, the Commodores, incredible music, and you felt it. And I still remember certain times in my life according to certain music.
And that song takes you right back there, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And you've got the same thing for your generation.
I do. We talked about musicians before, and it's one of those things. You want to absorb the music. You want it to wash over you. You want it to be great sound.
But in the 70s, we would spend money on stereos. I had what were called GLI Discotech 1 speakers that, first of all, it took you and your biggest friend to move.
And they were about the size of your car, right?
Yeah. But man, we had great audio. And now that everybody is carrying around all these little devices, the recording is better than ever before, because vinyl, which is how I remember music, had pops and skips and this.
Those little crackle noises.
Sound engineers are creating much better quality sound than ever before, but you'll never hear it on these devices unless you've got a pair of headphones.
You miss out, especially on the bass.
Yes.
That was the biggest thing. Now, if you compare Beats to other headphones out there, the first thing you're going to notice is that bigger boom, that bigger wow. What these audio engineers wanted to do, they wanted to blow you away.
Right.
That's why they cranked up the bass. So if you're watching that movie and all of a sudden the big scene, the big climax comes in for the movie, you want to be like, wow, blown away. That's the experience they're getting with the
And not by the volume, by the fact that it's more dynamic. Now, volume is a different issue. And because if you're a disc jockey in a club and you've got, hundreds of people around you and you've got the loudspeakers going, you've got to be able to hear exactly what's going on. And you'll turn the cup up so that you can hear what's going on through the speakers but still hear what you're back timing. So what they did is they created incredible volume on these.
Yes, you can crank them up and you don't lose the sound quality when you crank them up.
And the younger kids will love that. But it doesn't become distorted. You don't get that tin can. So if you like your music at a higher volume, you'll love this set of headphones. Our price on it, I really want to stress that. Beats Audio, again, has been the #1 brand name for headphones for the last 3 years, according to the NPD Retail Group. And they are a retail tracking organization. The #1 brand name, they've become a status brand, if you will.
The it brand.
And we've got it at a much better price. They're $144.96. They retail for over $200. This is your chance to save some money and tuck them aside for the holidays. You pick your choice between the 6 colors that are out here, and we'll get them to you. I think people are going to be thrilled by the audio experience.
Well, this is the brand, too, that people want as well. And I know we got a lot of calls.
By brand.
We got calls in the morning show. We got calls when we kicked this off at midnight. People saying, hey, I'm buying this for my son's birthday, or I'm buying this for my daughter who's heading off to college. Because this is the brand that they're looking for, the #1 brand, and they're the it brand. So when you're looking at your favorite sports team, when they're walking in and out of the arena, they have Beats around their neck, or your favorite, your athlete or your favorite star. This is the brand they're gravitating to because they want to be part of the cool crowd, but they also want to be part of the awesome sounding crowd. You mentioned the music that touches lives by different generations.
Right.
Well, it's all Taylor Swift in my house all the time. We play certain songs off of that album. My girls dance around all day and all night. I don't always want to hear Taylor Swift in my house. Girls, here's a set of headphones. Enjoy the music. Or I put the headphones on. I'm going to watch something on my iPad while you girls dance around and have some fun.
It really feels good if you're going to give a gift to give the cool gift. But here's the problem. I'm 54 years of age. My daughter's taste in music, I don't even know what it is. That's terrible.
But you don't have to know.
You know, if I try to buy the cool CD, I'm gonna look like I bought Benny Goodman. Do you know what I mean?
You mean your daughter doesn't like Bruce Springsteen?
No, she's got really good taste in music. And
Good to hear it.
I've been busting him on Bruce Springsteen. By the way, I love Bruce Springsteen, but he's just more fun to bust your chops about.
Of course, you got to give me a hard time about it.
But if I try to buy the album right now, can I borrow you? Can I actually bring you out on air? Come here, my friend.
I think you already did.
Okay, I did. Come here. Okay, you and I are just kind of meeting because he's kind of. What's your name?
Charles.
And you're how old?
22.
Okay, name the hottest band right now.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
A hot
Imagine
band.
Dragons.
I've never even heard of them.
Just to let you know, Charles, I have heard of Imagine Dragons. So, it's all right.
So if I'm going to buy Charles a birthday gift, there's a really good chance I'm getting it wrong. Thanks, buddy.
You're probably going to get Imagine by John Lennon. That's what you'll probably get him instead.
Yes.
Yes.
But when you buy Beats Audio headphones, it doesn't matter what telephone they use. Do you use telephone? Cell phone.
Smartphone.
Thank you. Tablets, it doesn't matter what their MP3 player is. It doesn't matter what the device is or what music they listen to. You just got them the cool gift.
That's a great thing you
The
brought
Magic
up, too.
Dragons.
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons.
As in Puff the Imagine Dragon? You don't even know what I'm talking about. I should be breaking a hip soon, shouldn't I?
Good try there, Dan. But I got.
By the way,
I've
I'm
gotten a
not
lot of
kidding.
questions.
Coming up next hour, which I'll be hosting the show, and now I know why. Next hour will be in-home healthcare products. I'm not kidding.
You can listen to these while you're driving around on the scooter and doing cool stuff.
What?
Yeah, you can do cool stuff with that. Don't worry about it.
They are comfortable.
They're very
I like 'em.
comfortable. You mentioned the headphone plug-in. I've got a lot of questions about this. It's a standard 3.5 millimeter jack.
It fits them all.
I've had people asking me, will this work for my Kindle? Will this work for my Samsung? Will this work for my LG?
Yes, 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 and yes.
It's the universal plug-in. So anything that has a plug-in, it's going to plug in and work. The one thing these are not Bluetooth headphones. Right. So they won't be able to wirelessly connect to some
Do you
of
know
your
why?
devices.
And there's by the
Anything
way,
with a plug
they
will work,
did that
though.
for a reason because in Bluetooth you lose something in the translation.
There's a little bit, yes.
And this was built by audio engineers. It was built by musicians because they wanted you to get the full experience. Do you have a college kid on your shopping list, whether it be for birthdays, going off to school? Holidays are soon going to be here already.
Yes, they will.
You can't top this. High school students, same thing. You don't have to know what music they love. Just know that they love music. And you picked the right brand name. And it's like, wow, how'd you know? Well,
everybody knows Beats.
Yeah, come on.
Again, this is a company that started in 2006. And for the last 3 years in a row, the number one brand.
Changing audio.
They blew it all away, which I love. And the reason they blew it away is because these are musicians. These are the people that love the music. And they were working so hard in the studio, and they're trying all these other brands of headphones.
They were tired of compromise.
You know what they got tired of? They got tired of seeing their fans walking around with earbuds in their ears.
Yep.
And that was like nails on a chalkboard for them because they were saying, no, you're not hearing the sound. I spent 6 months in the studio to put that violin right there, and you don't even hear it. This is the kind of audio you want to be able to enjoy on this kind of headphone right here.
Agreed.
That's what Beats does. Enhanced bass rather, and that loud, powerful sound to make it an experience. To have the music wash over you and really enjoy, that's what you get with the
It's a
Mixers.
metal construction. They are built so incredibly well. I mean, the engineering on them really is impressive. So they fold up, they fit into this hard shell case that comes with it, but everything about it is designed for absolute superior audio reproduction. These are memory foam cups, so they're comfortable, because the kids today, they'll sit with headphones on for hours on end. Have you had a pair of earbuds in your ear? After 5 minutes, you're ready to rip them out and never put them in again.
Because they're mostly plastic rubbing against the inside part of your ear, yes.
So there's a comfort factor. There is definitely a cool factor, but it's also about, as you had said, submerging yourself into what music can do. And this is their Mixr line. So you're going to have the extended bass that you wouldn't have otherwise. You're going to find that this is a gift that they will reach for all the time.
They will, and they're going to enjoy all that great sound, whether it's a game on their iPad, whether they're just taking a phone call with that red wire that we see right there that's being used. That's going to be able to use the microphone as well. And here's all the great features, Dan. We can't stress it enough. The extreme deep bass, that rich, overpowering sound, no matter how loud it gets. Durable and foldable, too. These are earbuds, or earphones, rather, you're going to throw into your car, take with you on the go, because we have that hard shell case. Comfortable, lightweight, wear them all day for hours at a time. And the flexible cans that they used to call it, the flexible ear cup, allows you to fold one up, still listen to what's going on, and still be part of the group. I love the daisy chain feature. We talked about that earlier. If you're just tuning in now, what the daisy chain feature is, all these headphones have dual audio in plugs, so you can connect them to one another. So they can listen to all the same music coming off of one device, and we connect one headphone to the next to the next.
The cool factor is there. Whenever you do something and it becomes somewhat of a status symbol, somebody tries to knock you off.
Sure.
But everybody knows with that B right there, that Beats Audio, that's the one that the kids have been talking about. And the kids got it right. They're talking about it not just because it is cool, but because it is the best audio quality.
It sounds great. We say imitation, the best form of flattery.
Absolutely.
When Beats hit it big, you saw all these other artists. And I go to the Consumer Electronics Show every year. I started to see, this started in the hip hop world, but I started to see heavy metal artists coming out with their own headphones. And this
country.
artist, yes, all these other artists were like, wait a second, I want to make a pair of headphones too. But they're the ones trying to keep up with what Beats has done. And again, this is the brand when you say headphones.
It started with sound engineers and musicians that had dedicated their life to what their sound was. And the kids today, and I feel bad for them again, we have got the best recording in terms of how much can be put onto a digital file. When you and I were growing up and they were recording on vinyl, there were pops and skips and hisses and all these things. Yeah, which kind of made it cool.
You put the penny on the head so it didn't jump around and stuff. You were happy to hear the song at that point in time.
Yeah.
The more you listen to your favorite song, the less the quality went.
And when I say the quality of the recording, I'm not talking about what your favorite genre of music is. I'm just talking about the ability to record every sound. And then what happened is, in a day and an age where I lived in an apartment where I had cinder blocks and pine boards for the wall unit, an old big wire spool as the coffee table. Remember those?
We had the same interior designer, didn't we?
And about a $9,000 stereo. That's how we did it.
Those were your priorities.
Yes.
What mattered when you came home?
Music was the most important thing.
Inflatable furniture is fine as long as we can rock out at the end of the day. Milk crates make exceptional drawers.
Absolutely.
Sure they do.
Yeah, the mattress on the floor and 2 milk crates as end tables.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, but we had the stereo. And now, kids today have all of this digital equipment, and MP3 players are phenomenal. What a cell phone will do today, I mean, my generation could have even dreamed about it when we were, in our 20s.
Sure.
But the problem is all the music that is in there, you can't get all of it out when you're listening on earbuds.
Or the speaker on the bottom.
Yes.
That little speaker on the bottom is not going to give you great sound.
So, all this great music, and the people who recorded it, is being lost. So we've got a whole generation that I don't even know if they link music with memory. Do you remember, I'm going to date myself, the Little River Band?
Yes.
All right.
Reminiscing. Is that the Little River Band?
Dude, don't get me started.
Am I right?
Said I wouldn't cry.
Walking through the park and reminiscing.
My first kiss.
I'm going to stop, and that's more information than I need to know.
Came with the sound of Little River Band.
Little River Band. Little LRB in the background. Look at Danny Hughes making his move.
That was, and it was an awkward, ugly move.
None of us have great memories of our
first kiss with Denise was the girl I dated in high school.
All right.
Little River Band.
Look at that.
If you remember times of your life according to music, when's the last time you put on a set of headphones, closed your eyes, and just listened? That's what we're going to give you a chance to do. We're going to save you some money. And we're going to save you a lot of money. These sell for well over $200 normally. We've got 6 of the hottest colors. We've got the blue, the light blue. We've got the green, which is the most limited. The yellow. They're calling it gold, even though it's white. And then, because of the gold lettering, and then we also have the pink.
That was a lot of fun, buddy.
Do you remember the song? What's the song that you remember the first time you and your wife ever danced?
Something by Van Morrison. I don't remember the particular tune, though, and I'll be in trouble when I get home because of that.
And that's why I brought it up.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Dan. I love you, sweetheart, at home. Let me in the door when I come home, please.
Thank you, buddy. check out QVC.com. You will see colors on QVC.com that are no longer available. They sold out